welcome in. This is the place for the people who lead, for the people who build. From city halls to the block, from the huddle to the stage. We talk politics, we talk power moves, we talk community first and what the numbers prove. If it moves the world, if it shakes the room, if it changes the game, you know what to do. The Game Changers podcast. Say it loud, say it now. The Game Changers podcast.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers podcast and Nick Madden TV. Tonight, we getting into Game 4. What's going on, y'all? What the business gonna be? Are the Spurs gonna tie it up and head back down to the Alamo? Or is the New York Knicks about to handle business in Manhattan, in Times Square, at the Garden, and be one game closer to that NBA championship, man? What's going on, fellas?
Yo.
Yeah. So, Game 3, we all know it went down. Trump came in the building, really hurt the energy of the Knicks and just the whole city. Nobody was feeling it. And, you know, a lot of people didn't like a lot of the calls that were being made, especially on the side for the Knicks, and a lot of the fouls that people felt that the Spurs were committing and weren't being called. We know that the whole series has been physical for real, and I have liked that about the series. But I mean, those are some of the things people didn't like about what was going on. Obviously, the Wemby yoke of Brunson mushing his head to the ground. We all know that one. That was pretty much the big one that everybody didn't like. The charge on Brunson. So a lot of physicality, but it was a good game nonetheless. Cat didn't have the big performance that he had like the first two games, looking like the finals MVP. The defense of the Spurs, I think, really clamped down on him, and he got in foul trouble. So, yeah, there was just a lot of different things, but the Spurs ended up executing. Wemby had a big game. A lot of their role players stepped up. And we'll see what happens tonight. My prediction was that the Knicks were going to win 2 games, and that the Spurs defense will ultimately win them the series. We'll see if that ends up being true, and seeing if the Spurs take it tonight. But I'm going to let y'all have the floor and give y'all opinions on the night, man.
Oh shoot, Nick, you on mute, Nick? But I got the Knicks by 15 tonight, man.
15,
yeah, I got the
man.
Knicks by 15 tonight, man.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Wemby got to pay for what he did to JB. Bro.
Yeah.
Wemby got to pay for that.
Oh, really? Oh, but yeah, that's what I was saying though. I was saying, Wemby had a big game, for Game 3. Can he continue this, or will Jalen Brunson respond? I mean, it's a big game for both teams tonight, though. You know. So, hey, the winner out of this gonna really feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
It's an even bigger game for us, man.
It's a big game for them too, though. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I mean, shoot, if they get put out, they get put out. They ain't get put out, but it's on the cusp. On the cusp of going home.
Yeah. I'll say it like this. It's the Spurs obviously need to go in there and win the game, but I believe that the Knicks have more pressure on them than the Spurs do. The Spurs can go out there and pretty much play their game and not have too much pressure. I feel the Knicks got the whole weight of the world on their shoulders tonight because that Game 3 was so convincing that they were going to win. They were such on a high, even though Trump came through, they were still on a big high. And that loss just...
I don't think... Yeah, I don't think so, bro. I think Trump killed all that.
He killed the spirit. You think he but yeah, turn down.
Okay, but go ahead now.
By 6. Go by 6.
Yeah, I just that took the high of the Knicks of the way that they've been just running through everybody and that winning streak, and them just having to now they have to go back into the garden after all of that, have all the good energy. Everybody had to be hyped. I feel like the energy is not what it once was, and it's not turning into winning energy. It's turning into pressure. It's like the momentum flips. So now the pressure's on them. It's not high energy to go in and just maybe even have a blowout because everybody's so hyped. It's like it turned the other way. And now the Spurs are going to be playing with the momentum, and they're not going to be really rushed. They're not going to feel rushed on the court. They're going to play. I think they're going to play real comfortable tonight because they're not the ones that have to sit there and 50 some years and not having a championship and all of this other stuff and all these celebrities and all the other stuff surrounding the game. The Spurs just got to go out there and play basketball, and if they do that, to me they win tonight. Tied up 2-2, and they head back to San Antonio cool. As long as Wemby's by that rim and he's actually taking smart shots, they take high percentage shots, and they do what they did last game and play comfortable within the half court and run good plays, they'll win tonight because they can do what they got to do on the defensive end. It's what they're going to do smart on the offensive end tonight.
What up, Wesley? My bad, no.
What's up with the Wesley though? What you think, man, Socrates?
I kind of agree with No, but I am gonna say this. Yes, I'm talking about with him saying that a lot of the pressure is on the Knicks. Yeah, I do feel that, especially after the way Game 3 went and ended. But I will say this: in order for us to go out here and dominate the Spurs tonight, we have to be physical with Wemby. Wemby got to pay for what he did in Game 3. Not only that, but we need to get back to what we did in Game 1, where we had him gasping for air, where he can barely get back up and down the damn court without having to fucking take a break, without them having to sit him on the bench for half a quarter. So in order to do that, Cat, OG, and Mitchell Robinson got to lean on him the whole time. I mean, every play they need to be in his face and on him, and we got to push that ball. As soon as that mug hit the rim and we get that rebound, ain't no dribbling down the court, man. You got to strike out. You got to keep Wemby on his toes, and you got to keep everybody else backpedaling.
That's how y'all was in Game 1. My bad. But yeah, that's how y'all
in Game 1 and Game 2.
Yep.
So, and this is how we got to continue to play them. We need Wemby tired.
Yep. But Cat got to take some more shots also too, though. They got to get Cat a little bit more involved in what they did in Game 3. So Knicks they gotta run through Cat too, though. You know what I'm saying? They Jalen Brunson probably took they took like 40 more shots than Cat. Cat need to get on the board too, though.
He only took 25 shots, but I get that. I see what y'all saying. Like Cat got to get more involved, but Cat was in foul trouble earlier, and I think that's what people failing to realize. Like he set out most of the second and third quarter because he had 4 fouls before halftime. And him and Josh Hart can't get in foul trouble as early as they got in foul trouble in Game 3, bro. That's what hurt us. What up, Andrew? Shout out Gloria, but we don't speak Spanish, man. But yeah, so Game 4 tonight in the Garden, man. I got the Knicks winning by 15, going back into San Antonio 3-1. I know y'all don't feel it, and Wemby had Wemby had an amazing game 3. The boy put up 32 on us, and then Castle had 20, 22, something like that. So yeah, the Spurs did what they were supposed to do in Game 3. The Knicks did. I feel like we waited a little too late to try to get a push, and we can't do that because we did make some comebacks. But hey, I will say this, and I'm gonna continue to say this. Hey, I feel like the refs screwed us, bro. You gotta let it go, Nick.
I'll say this on the Knicks side. Like I said, I got the Spurs in 6 games. That's has been my prediction, and I'm running with the Spurs. But to speak on the Knicks and what I feel they need to do to win the game, Brunson is gonna probably have to be more of a facilitator here. The first 3 games he took a lot of shots. He shot pretty decent in the third game, better than I think the first 2 games. He had a higher shooting percentage. but he just they need to move the ball around. They got to get the ball around. They need to make it more fluid for everybody to get
Yeah.
involved. Instead of feeling like he has to be big body Brunson. Now, don't get me wrong. Every fourth quarter of this series, he's hit big shots. Like every
Yeah.
fourth quarter, Brunson's hit big shots. So he's still doing his thing in that fourth quarter. But I think if they move the ball around a little bit more and maybe play more team ball, they'll have a better chance to take this game tonight. And also, to give props to the Spurs and their defense. We know how big Michael Bridges was in that game too, with him only missing 2 shots and he was on fire all the way until he missed a few shots there in the second and the fourth quarter. But he was invincible in game 3. You know, game 3 was invincible. We didn't know where Michael Bridges was, and he gonna have to
OG was
step.
showing up.
Yeah,
OG was showing up.
But I will say this though, man, before let me say this right before you get on here. You said that Jordan Clarkson got to step up. Jordan Clarkson actually hit some shots last game. He actually finally came
He
out.
had a lot of turnovers too.
Yeah, he did, but he finally came off the bench and did a little something. He ain't been doing nothing.
I saw a glimpse of what we got him and paid him for. I saw a glimpse of it, but yeah, he did have some costly turnovers.
True.
Yeah.
In the end, man, everybody gonna feel how they feel, but I don't think the Spurs beat us if the game had been called down the middle. I honestly don't think that.
Man, Socrates, man, you keep talking about these fouls, man.
Hey, man, the game has started already. You might want to let game 3 go.
Man, for real.
Not let game 3
Let me say this. Fuck that. Let me say this. Listen, man, 24-8. That is not even, bro. Like I feel, and then they only won by 4 points.
Right.
Come on now,
Right.
So you telling me if we had got 16 more free throws, they would have won by 4?
But
they wouldn't have beat us.
But Mayor Socrates, why don't we look at it for tonight? Maybe y'all win the foul. Maybe y'all win the foul game tonight.
No, I don't want to win no foul game tonight. I want them to call the game foul or don't call it at all. Let them play. Let them play.
Let them play.
Listen, you gotta let us play because women got this shit right. Women gotta pay for this. You gotta pay for this.
Mayor Socrates about to send a hit down in MSG.
Women say, get out the way, man.
Move. You gotta pay for
this. Look, women get back on defense, Brunson, instead of trying to fight. Nigga, get off, man.
Treat him like a little kid out there, ain't it, man?
Yeah,
Man, so tall.
So that referee, look at that referee face, bro. Watch this referee face. Watch him. He looking dead at it. It won't say nothing. Don't pause it. Let it play. Look at him. You telling me he don't see that?
2 of them got angles on them. You can stop it too.
Look at this, man. This is crazy. Women should have got a technical foul.
He should have got a tick.
Hey, yeah, that's a tick, bro. That's a tick. He should have been suspended, man.
1 second thing,
bro.
He pushed him down.
Like they can't allow like stuff
none
like
of the guys on the
happen,
Knicks team did anything.
Don't
not for 1 second think that didn't matter. Oh, that mattered.
Jalen Brunson stood up for himself there, but nobody else really did.
I wish Steph Curry would stand up for himself right there and not just watch Victor Wembanyama take his hand in the back of Steph Curry's head.
What would Draymond Green have done right
I'm
there?
probably going to get thrown out right there. And it may cost us game 3. But game 4.
You would have done, what was the thing you said to that Hana Hoops account? I'm going to crush those two
Oh,
kids.
yeah.
That's what you would have done.
Absolutely. Like, by the way.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Cat ain't. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Cat ain't about to be the one fouling because he already fouled Fox the first play of the game. Already got a foul number 1 on Cat. Damn.
That's what we got Mitchell Robinson for, bro. He's the enforcer. Mitch is the enforcer. Mm-hmm. When that happened to Brunson, man, listen, somebody should have ran. Everybody just sat there and watched that and kept on playing like nothing happened. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? In those moments, you got to be poised. You got to keep yourself under control. I understand that. But just like he said, it was game 3.
Yeah.
If that would
have
cost us that game, if that would have cost us that game, then that's a loss I would have been willing to take. But then Alvarado comes back at the end of the game and said, "Oh, that won't happen again." Like, man, you 5
He gonna run
2.
off the
What you
bench.
gonna
But
do
hell,
after
yeah, they
that?
already they lost game three anyway then, so it probably didn't even matter if they ran or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's
that's what I'm
karma for
saying,
how
bro.
the
Like
Knicks fans
they,
been treating them Spurs fans out there in New York. You know what I'm saying? New
Man,
York
backyard.
fans
man,
just being dirty out there.
I
But
spoke on that, and you know what I'm saying? Like I don't agree with that, man. But them ain't real Knicks fans, bro. Those are kids, bro. Them kids, them motherfuckers don't know nothing about no basketball. They parents just bought them a jersey because they live in New York and they throw them on and they out here in these streets wreaking havoc. But what I will say about that is the officers that are out there shouldn't be allowing this to get as far as it's getting.
true.
Don't just blame the fans. Put that shit on them officers because they sitting there letting this shit go on. Y'all know they continue to follow these people down the street and antagonize them. At some point, it's gonna get physical, either
Yeah.
from one of the Spurs fans or from one of those so-called Knicks fans. Because the true Knicks fans don't agree with that. That ain't how we roll.
Okay then. But all right, but
But
back to
the
basketball then
officers
though.
got to put a
Hey,
stop to that.
so do the Spurs got the momentum tonight? Or
Oh yeah.
how y'all
Oh
both
yeah.
feeling about this?
Yeah. I mean, hey, I said it. I've said it before. With that game three win, it put all the pressure on the Knicks. Once again, they're going up against history, the whole 50-plus year drought, winning the championship, bouncing back from the Trump energy, all of the rich people buying up all the seats. They just
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of stuff outside of just the actual game that's affecting them on that court. They're going to give it a good try, but I think once again that the Spurs defense is going to be the key point to turning the Knicks over and making sure that they get good shots, and they're going to be playing with the least pressure, so they're going to be playing a lot freer on the court, and to be able to make better decisions than the Knicks, and especially in crunch time, getting
Shout
into
out
the third
Mr.
and
B.
fourth quarters, it's gonna lean to the Spurs' favor. So yeah, they're gonna leave up out of there. I say they win by 8 tonight. Going to see
Going
going
back
back
to
to
San
San
Antonio.
Antonio. Yeah.
All right. Shoot, Mirror Socrates, you think if women score
Man,
30 tonight, y'all gonna lose if he score 30?
nah, that ain't gonna be enough. Women gonna have to go for 60 tonight for us to lose this game.
60.
Ain't nothing gonna
God,
stop us.
dog.
Ain't nothing finna cost us.
Hey, boy,
It,
you crazy. Shout out
ain't
Mr. B in
nothing
the
gonna,
chat.
gonna cost us this game.
Hit that
None of
like button,
that
subscribe.
drought shit. None of that stuff don't listen, man. Don't none of that drought shit matter to us. Y'all gotta look at the game and understand, man. Brunson now is resilient. Look at what women now did to us in game three. You ain't see them boys out there bitching and crying about it. They kept playing. Even though I,
Okay.
I wouldn't have. I've been out
Okay.
there trying to fight some shit. But what I'm saying is all that stuff ain't playing in the back of our heads about this drought, about Trump being there. Yeah, Trump killed energy for the fans. And I felt like that draining the energy from the fan kind of trickled down to the players because there was a lot of fake Nick fans in there. Like the rich people just wanted to be there just to say that they was there. They weren't
Mm-hmm.
no real fans. They ain't know nothing about no basketball. They want to just, you know what I'm saying, wanted to get their camera time to say that they was there. So man,
Already.
maybe tonight, man, we can get stuff going. Hey, Mr. B8671 said refs are born and raised
And
born
raised in
and
San
raised in San
Antonio.
Antonio. My bad, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little
Um, Game
yeah,
four is
they acting
officially
like
one of the biggest game of the season. Like I said, if Spurs win, it going up 2-2. If they lose, it going 3-1. The momentum is then that means the Knicks are one win away from that 53-year championship drought. You know what I'm saying? And the Spurs, hey, if they win this game, hey, it's gonna get dangerous, y'all.
it's
It's gonna
just
get
2-2.
dangerous going back to
It's
San
just 2-2.
Antonio. I mean, but
It's just 2-2, but they ain't gonna
true, it's
win.
just
We
two
finna win
two. But
tonight, and then we're gonna win
hey,
game 5 in San
dangerous,
Antonio
man,
on their home court. We
dangerous.
celebrating in San Antonio.
Who y'all
We
take
celebrating in
in
San
the
Antonio.
chat? Put y'all takes down there in the chat. Who y'all got winning tonight? But yeah, like you were saying, man, Socrates, y'all gonna win it in San Antonio if y'all lose,
Yeah, we celebrating
or
in
well
San
if y'all
Antonio.
win.
We ain't losing tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we celebrating at in San Antonio. We'll have our parade when we get back to New York. Cause we
just
can't
kind of like
we
how I'm thinking it too.
I said Knicks in 6, man, but we gotta take it in 5 now. after the way they let women get away with what he did, yeah. We got to get it in 5.
Man, I don't want to put
No.
Mayor Socrates' predictions on the whole New York organization right now, but these over the top predictions Mayor Socrates is throwing out here, this ain't good for for the New York Knicks, in my opinion. I know it's one man. It's only one man in the whole fan base in the whole city of New York City, but I got a feeling. I don't know, man.
Go say it.
The,
Go say it. No,
Hey,
what did they about to blow it?
well, I mean, they're gonna lose regardless, but
Oh, okay.
man,
okay, so answer this.
I might have a little I
So
might have a little hope for New York if I didn't hear the mayor throwing out these crazy
so
predictions,
answer
man.
this.
He did say
So
women
answer
need
this.
60
Besides,
tonight.
hold on. Besides game 3, have I been wrong? Just answer that for me.
You were right. Your first two games, man, and that's fine because once again, as me being a game changer.
So throughout our whole playoff, I ain't been right.
Yeah, you've been
I ain't
right
tell
because
y'all
you're a
what we
Knicks
were gonna
fans,
do.
and the Knicks won
No,
13,
no,
14
he been
straight.
wrong. He been wrong because he been hollering Knicks and
When was
6
I
every
wrong?
series. No, yeah, you been wrong. Every series, Knicks and 6. Knicks and 6.
Oh yeah,
Knicks and 6.
but and
No, right?
no. What have I
You,
always said when
That
I
ain't
say
that
that?
don't
I'm
mean you
saying that
right.
because it rhymes. The shit sound good to me. I
No,
like the
but
way it
no,
uh,
rhymes.
no,
Knicks and
you really
6, it
believe
rhymes.
in Knicks and 6. Now you always say Knicks and 6, and that's what you thinking. But
Bro, we
oh
out
I
here,
yeah,
told
man.
you, y'all
Man. We
gonna
pulling
sweep
brooms out,
the third round. I told you y'all gonna sweep Philly. I told
yeah,
you that.
uh-huh.
man.
I ain't
Listen,
Yeah,
say Knicks and 6.
you ain't said
yeah.
shit.
I've been hearing the Knicks in 6, but I
Hey,
can't. The
I,
thing is, I can't go back. I can't go back and tell you exactly what he said in some of these shows. We didn't have so many shows. I be forgetting exactly. So what I'm saying is, he's been saying the Knicks are going to go to the championship. I can't say he said that, and he said
yeah.
some things with the
And
Cleveland
I
game
said it
that
was gonna be the Knicks
I
and the
know.
Spurs.
Well, I know you said the Cleveland. You definitely with the Cleveland that they were going to come back from that 20-point deficit. I remember that one for sure. Well, you know what I mean. So you have called certain things right, other things I
Sometime.
can't. Yeah,
Remember I
sometimes, but I can't call for everything. But I will say tonight, you're tripping because the
Hey,
the Spurs.
don't let this 10 point lead fool you. Don't let the 10 point lead fool you.
No, I'm not even talking about that right now. I know it's a game of runs. As a matter of fact, the first two games, they were two big games of runs.
Yep.
We know that, they were going back and forth that first and second quarter, both game 1 and 2, where the Knicks went out on the lead, the Spurs come back, and then I think game 2, the Spurs went on a run. And the Spurs have had a lot of their leads cut down by the Knicks. So
Yep.
I'm not gonna just say it's gonna be easy. I said they're gonna win by 8 tonight. That's still, that's a decent win, but that's under 10 points, it's under double digits. So I still think they're gonna have to go out there and play a game. I'm never gonna, throw these Knicks under the bus, man. They're a great squad. I just don't think they have enough to make it happen. Because they just don't, like I said, it's too
Hey,
much pressure for the moment. They that high of being up so high and then crashing down that game 3. I mean, and like I said, man, it's the stench of Trump. The stench of Trump ain't gonna leave y'all. They still smelling him in
I
that
don't feel
seat
like
that
we
he sat
crashed in
in the
game 3.
skybox. It's still up there, and it
Oh,
ain't
they probably threw that
leaving.
seat away. He shitted in that seat. They threw that away. That
I'm
motherfucker
just
gone.
saying that like his energy
Put
is
that
so
bitch on Air
bad,
Force One
man,
now.
and it
Mm-hmm.
just I don't know. I just don't think it was
Everything
a
he
good
touched
look,
turned to shit.
Y'all probably should
man.
have sanitized the whole building. Should have
Man, they
been
needed
put
because
some sage, burn sage up in there. That's what y'all should have been.
something because I'm telling you, it just wasn't a good look. And like I said, the lead is 10 right now. I'm not gonna give it. There's still a whole game, but this is what I mean. The energy is not the same. They had a nice organic energy, and then when all these people with the money in New York want to be seen and want to get all these props for being at the game, it's like y'all ain't the everyday Knick fan. And there was a guy that had made a video on on social saying, "Hey man, it was just not the right people in the building." I go to Knick games. I know, you know, it became too much of a festival. So
That
once
price,
yeah, that price, and you
you
got
already
millionaires
know.
saying they won't buy these tickets. ASAP Rocky came out and said, I won't even buy a ticket because it was too crazy. So it's just
Really.
like, they're doing a little bit too much out there, and I think it rolled into game 4. It's rolling into game 4, and the Spurs are just gonna handle business. They're gonna go back 2-2, and they're gonna finish off the Knicks in San Antonio, man. And Wemby's gonna be holding that Larry O'Brien trophy over his head, man. That's just what it is, you
Ooh,
know.
that's a hot take. That's a hot take. There. Clip that.
Wemby,
Clip no. I'm saying that.
Wemby got to pay the piper. Wemby got to pay the piper.
I don't know. Let's see what y'all gonna do tonight. Y'all gonna get revenge for him pushing Brunson down.
But you gonna pay.
Yeah, I think there's gonna
he
be some
gotta pay for
physical
that.
activity going on. I mean, they're already down double
he
digits. If you
gotta
don't
pay
think
for that.
Wemby's gonna get
Gonna be a lot of whistle blowing too. Yeah, they
Yeah,
gonna get
somebody's-
even more free throws.
yeah, they're gonna do a little something in there tonight, man. We're gonna see here. But yeah, man, the Spurs about to send these boys back to. They're gonna have to go get some of that New York pizza after the game and watch some tape.
But hey, man, we're gonna get to this game, man. Hey, we'll check it back in with y'all after the game. If the Knicks win, they're gonna be asleep. So, but hey, man, we appreciate everybody in the comments, man. Don't y'all forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Choose life.
See.
Let's go. Welcome in. This is the place for the people who lead, for the people who build. From city halls to the block, from the huddle to the stage. We talk politics, we talk power moves, we talk community first and what the numbers prove. If it moves the world, if it shakes the room, if it changes the game, you know what to do. The Game Changers Podcast.